Hello guys, what's up, man? Yeah, actually it took us a while to get this thing set up because Paisley kind of had her own thing going on.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she really did. So it's a blessing to be right here now, to be everything kind of calm down and cool. And just to remind you guys, this is Grown with the Collins podcast. I'm Corey Collins.
And this is Erica Collins.
And Erica trying to sign all sweet because we're on the night ride tonight. So I'm not sure what she got going on, but
I'm sweet all the time.
There you go with that again.
Yeah, look, this time I get a chance to kind of be a co-host.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hosting this time, so.
What they call it on the slow jam? What is the night? What is it when it's the slow music and all that?
Yeah, slow jam.
No, it's something else. On the Quiet Storm.
Quiet Storm. Yeah,
the Quiet Storm. So this is quite unique for us. Usually we always podcast in the daytime. So right now it's nighttime. We kind of just getting a little ride out. Just check each other for what happened today, which is Friday, and other stuff throughout the week, and just kind of just going over the past because we're currently at episode 10, which was a milestone, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. This was a milestone, man.
Yes,
for real.
I remember we was first getting started.
Yeah, I know. Only 10 episodes.
Technically, it was 10 episodes on this one, but we did some episodes on another one, too.
Yeah, because we did 0, and then we did a 6.5.
Yeah.
So,
and did we do an 8? No, we didn't do 8.5.
I hope this 10. This is 10, right?
I don't think so. Yeah, it is. It's 10 because we just released 9.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, though, you just did an interview. Dolo by yourself.
Yep.
I'm not even going to lie to you. I slightly, ain't no such thing as slight hating this. Hey, I was hating on Erica.
But, you hate?
Yeah, she got, not necessarily. I was just trying to, I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
No offense at all.
Yeah.
But you got way more reception, period. Which is a good thing, though. Yeah, you got a lot of reception, all the messages and everything, all the DMs that people were sending.
Yeah.
I think that was also pretty cool. But at the same time, I know how I am. I kind of was second thinking, like, maybe I was a little too hard, trying
you were. You hard on me.
Okay,
yeah.
I apologize.
You hard on.
I had no problem with that at all. I apologize.
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, though, you kind of, you grow your way, though. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing.
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. It's like now I can tell the difference when I'm hosting to co-hosting because it's like now I'm kind of cool, I'm kind of calm, laid back. Well, when I was hosting, I was talking real fast. I was doing it right.
I know, yeah.
I was talking real fast, but now I get a chance to kind of relax. I don't have no pressure.
Yeah, it's a good thing. So we like I said, we just basically freestyling this. We got a lot of messages on Instagram, and we're gonna start to get a lot of people to follow us on Instagram as well. And we just most definitely want to tell you guys thank you. For supporting us, for everything that we're actually doing. We're trying to most definitely keep things clean, family-oriented, and most importantly, God-fearing, but at the same time, not trying to make it too religious or too freestyle, but basically giving you guys us in the tasteful mindset, you know what I mean, that's receptible for all ages, you know what I mean? So,
because we got to still look at it one day,
right,
our daughter will be able to listen to it and watch some other video. So
right, that was always the organic feel anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though: you want to talk about a couple milestones, like the challenges? Like a lot of people don't understand, man. Doing a podcast, it is a lot.
Yeah, it is. Boy,
it is a lot.
It's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? And and that's why we most definitely thank you guys for the support. And we done also reached out to the couple platforms we would like to market on. And, that's coming up a little later on. But right now, we just want to tell you guys thank you for supporting the grind.
Yeah.
10 episodes with a baby and a wife and a husband, everybody being able to be synchronized on the same page at a certain time. It's not necessarily easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not because, both of us first-time parents.
Right.
And really just trying to find balance, within, like relationship, being parent, working, business owners, whatever it is that we're doing. It's like we still had to find time to really do this.
Right.
And just being committed to doing it, it's not easy, but it's a great challenge, but we got it done.
Right.
And one thing I do love about it, because we have something that we're doing together.
Right. And I ain't gonna lie to you, that was one of the biggest things. And like I said, we really don't even have a necessary topic for us to show. We may go into certain things, you know what I'm saying, that happened this week. But I most definitely want to tell you guys to me, this has really been a blessing for me because I've always done like projects that was basically solo, but it does feel good to be able to do a project, with your wife. I basically was sharing this with another gentleman earlier this week, and it does shows a level of commitment. And I'm kind of looking towards episode 50 or something like that. I don't know why, but I'm kind of pressed. I'm looking at 20 already, and I'm looking at 50. I just want to be in the hundreds, but I just know with that, it's going to really take time with us. You know what I'm saying?
True. It's just with the overall thing, like even when we first we decided to do the podcast,
right?
At first I was kind of like, I don't know about this,
right?
Because it's like I'm just really stepping outside my comfort zone.
I agree with that, right?
So it's like really just being behind the mic, just recording, being behind the camera, doing all these different things. It's like I don't care for all that extra stuff, just doing all the stuff behind the mic and stuff.
Right.
But, I actually grown to like it and really enjoy it.
Right.
Because, I like the message that everybody be sending too. So I like the messages and the feedback. Like, I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's like, with me, I always know that, to be honest, that I'm like, I'm a realist, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm one of those people that's going to be honest, kind of share how I feel,
right?
But it's just being able to just really share my opinion,
right?
And a lot of people may not agree, you may agree, you may disagree, but I just like to share my thoughts and my opinion.
I kind of realized with me myself, I'm a very opinionated person, and I've just basically reached the maturity plane where I'm willing to understand and to be understood now. So I'm always, I guess you say, engaging for another individual's perspective or something, because I, realize, that's a wise way of looking at things. That's how you grow, so when you're able to put aside how you feel and willing to listen to another person's perspective from their view and also from their walks of life, you know what I mean? And on top of that too, for us, like you were saying, for your enjoyment with it, it was always something about audio I always like, and slowly moving into, like as you say, video. I always just thought it was a good thing to be able to put your voice out there, and a lot of people able to hear it, and you can also grow people, and you can also show your lack of maturity, and you then could be grown by receiving their responses, or their DM messages, your Facebooks, your IG messages, and it's just amazing. It's like for us to the crowd so far, I got you. The crowd so far is just, it's always, hey man, I was going through this week, and I just really appreciate it, and this, that, and this, that, and it's just amazing. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. I was looking at the stats page, and we got listeners in United Kingdom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, United Kingdom, San Francisco, North Carolina. Georgia is like the biggest one, Georgia.
Course, yeah.
And where else? Did I say Tennessee? Tennessee, Baltimore, Philly, and where else? And I think it was South and North Carolina. And also, it's another one, Switzerland, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure if that was a serious download, but it's just, it just feels good to be, look at, check the stats and just see it's actually growing, and it's something that most importantly we're doing together, though.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I guess I could transition the conversation to your talents. Not necessarily talents, because it's very redundant on this show, I guess.
Yeah.
But we can most definitely talk about let me see.
Some of the things that transpired this week.
Oh, we can. One thing I've noticed in business, make people respect your value.
Yeah.
That kind of happened to me earlier this week. Sorry guys, it's Paisley. Earlier this week, I had to make a man respect my value, respect my craft, and I'm not even going to get into it too strong. And it's okay, because we all got different things that we got to learn as far as learning curve, and I just hope I grow them up. So that's it with that.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, overall though, I was proud of you though.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I was proud of you, because it's like you first have to know your own value before somebody else to respect your value.
Right.
And so would you just I wouldn't say just bossing up, but it just, what I mean, it's just you being able to stand there and just know, like, you worth more than this.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And to basically move on from that. But one thing about it I realized too, man, you gotta understand, you know, sometimes money is just money.
Yeah.
But one thing about it is, you know, you as a person is bigger than anything that could be in somebody's bank account. And you know, you could do things, you know what I'm saying, to look out and this and that. But once you start to transition to other things, you know, you really just cutting costs for somebody and, you know, get what you worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And realize, you know, at the end of the day, I just hope that situation grow him up. Just man as a man, you know, he could be very, very mature in some areas, and in some areas, you know, he could be a little boy. And, you know, same thing with me. But hopefully, you know, things are cool. Just hope it grow him up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But another thing, too, I guess you say, I noticed you and your coaching skills are really enhancing now.
Oh, yeah. I'm in I think it's my 4th year of doing my fall basketball clinic.
Right.
So, you know, it's continued to grow. I really enjoy doing it.
Right.
And teaching kids the fundamentals of basketball.
Right.
So it's just 8-week sessions that I do. The kids really look forward to doing it.
Right, they do for
And, you know, they always calling me, you know, sometimes I have to, like today, one of the kids, right? So he's been talking a lot of trash about me and him playing basketball. So I told his mom, I said, look, man, I said, you know, I beat kids, right? I was like, I beat kids. I was like, you talk, especially the one that be talking trash.
Right.
He's like, you don't get them no mercy. I was like, dude, you're not going to score. I'm not going to give you the ball first. It's like, I don't need to give him the opportunity to shoot for it. It's like, no, I'm just coming, stepping on the court. I'm just taking the ball.
Right.
So, but I really enjoy doing it. We kicked off this week, though.
Okay.
So I'm really, with that right there, it really make me want to play.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you just see how much fun that the kids have while they're on the court. It's just kind of really encouraging.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Erica Ashley went to, she played ball for St. Augustine. St. Augustine and also Perimeter, right?
Yeah, I went to Georgia Perimeter and Atlanta Tech. Well, I went to 3 schools.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess, you know, well, not guess, she always had a passion for basketball. But one thing if you don't mind, I want to pull out of you for us so that people can know. You had a coach that you said was just very, the discipline was just amazing. That at one point was kind of, I guess you're saying, conflicting with who you were and this and that. But later on down in life, you really appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, for us, you know, what he was basically teaching you guys. So you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, I had a coach. Man, it was crazy because it's a lot of things you don't really understand when you're when you're a young adult,
right? You
know, and it's like I was like, man, this man ain't my dad. He's like trying to make me do all this stuff. That was what I'm thinking in the back of my head,
right? Because
you know, it's like when you're entering into a program, it's not saying that you want to really be rebellious,
right?
What's expected of you, but it's like, man, we gotta wear skirts to everything, to every event. We gotta wear suits. We gotta do all of this stuff. Like, we had to wear suits and skirts, and the whole team had to be uniform. If one player wear one shirt, we decided to wear this shirt. Everybody gotta wear it, and if they didn't wear it, we had to run. We had to tuck our shirts in. It's just, you know, not wearing wife beaters on campus. You couldn't wear flip-flops and do-rags and scarves, which I understood. You know, but it was like at the same time, it was just like, dude, are we here to play basketball? Right. Or we here for you to tell us what we supposed to be doing? Right. So it was just like, when he was just, you know, going down the rules and stuff like that and telling us what we can and can't do, it's just instantly, you kind of want to be, not necessarily rebellious, but it's just like, man.
It's too much, right?
Yeah, it's too much.
Right.
But it's, over the years, you know, when you look back on that, it's just like, wow, man, he was just preparing you for life.
Right.
You know, and it's like now, and it's crazy because some of those things is like I kind of instill in my girls. Right. You know, like, man, you ain't finna walk around here with no tank top on and having scarves on top of your head, and you know, certain things is like you don't want your girls to have it on. But it was like, it was crazy because when we was in school and when we had to wear these suits, you know, to whatever event that we had or whatever event that we had going on. We would actually look nice,
right?
You know, as a team, and then we would stand out from other teams. And I know we had our banquet, it was like our conference banquet, and all the ladies, we had to wear dresses,
right?
And we was the only team that looked like ladies.
Oh, that's amazing, man.
And it was like, you know, nothing against, you know, nobody's sexuality or anything like that, but it was like every young lady on our team looked like a lady.
Right.
But when you look at other teams, you had some girls had on tux, they had on different things. But it just really showed you that, man, he really like had the team like organized.
Right.
And everybody respect our coach and stuff, but it just really made our team really looks good.
Right. And it's crazy though too, because me and my wife was basically thinking about we was thinking about not necessarily topics, but what was going to be the name of the this particular show. And only thing I can really think of is basically coming out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And because even, I guess you say that add my story into it too, just real fast, is because, you know, when your talent is just so naturally given,
yeah,
and it's just so easy for you to do some things, it takes for you at times to come out your comfort zone to understand what's your price.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing for us, like with me, for us coming out of my comfort zone with that. It's another thing with you coming out your comfort zone with, I guess you're saying, a gentleman laying down so many rules, not knowing that it was going to benefit you down the long term, and also something you may want to implement if you want to take your clinic to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That the young females can see what unity really looks like. You know what I'm saying? Before they actually grown enough to make those decisions to dress a certain way. And another thing too, while I was basically at Erica's basketball clinic for little girls, teenagers and whatnot, I had a gentleman that I speak with a lot by the name of Tony. You know, I'm not gonna say his last name, but he's a good individual, man. Me and him elaborated a couple times, you know, just talking about manhood, fatherhood, business. You know what I'm saying? For us in the black level and whatnot. And he gifted me a book. And the name of this book is The Life Lessons of Marcus Garvey, which was amazing. Hold on just a second, guys. Yeah, I'm back, guys. The gentleman's name was actually Tony. And he told me a while back, he said, yo, man, the type of spirit you got, I got a book, man, I want to give to you. Because, you know, I said, no, man, just tell me the name on my buy. He said, no, man, I want to gift you this book. And let me tell you, I got the book from him, and I've been reading it. And it's so many areas in there that I'm good at, but I see so much and so more of my weaknesses, because it talks about how a black man should be taken serious, and how you implement that without even conversation is how you dress. Yeah. And that's something I've been going back and forth with so much. I don't know what it is, and I see it in nothing but the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? For us, you know, your dress, your appearance, your this, your that.
Because it just keep coming back around.
It keep coming back around. And, you know, with myself, it's just, I'm so much of an artist, I at times really ignore. I'm not really caught up into, like, if I'm not manufacturing or if I'm not designing the clothes, I don't too much care about it. You know, back in the day, with screen print, I used to have paint all on. I was like a real artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was just so that much tied into my work. But now, I'm coming to the understanding, when you want to sell your work, you have to have a ordinance about yourself, and it goes back to what your coach was basically telling you. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, man? Yeah. Good. So it's the same thing with that. For as your coach trying to get you guys, everybody unified, and the same dress, you know, just looking presentable in the midst of the public's eye.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a lady that was waving to our little podcast, and, you know.
Yeah, she just kept looking to.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, could be a customer, a fan. You know, it's okay. What's up, man? You down what?
I kind of lost track of my. I'm sorry.
Gotta stay focused.
Yeah,
man.
but Yeah, but but really just doing that though, it kind of set the tone for me in life too though, because I feel like it's crazy, because I know when we used to go to church, we had to wear skirts and suits and all of that stuff.
Right.
But it takes you back to when you have special occasion and events, you always want to look your best.
Right.
And it just really taught me a lot. When I just look back on there, and it's just like people mistaken sometimes. They don't look at sports as a learning experience.
Okay.
And it's like, with sports taught me a lot. It taught me discipline. It taught me character. It taught me so much stuff that I probably would have never received or even gotten outside of basketball, or even me just playing sports.
Right.
Because it's like, it taught me to be a leader.
Right.
It's like you get so many things from that. it's like people really miss out on the things that sports can really give you. It's bigger than you just out there competing every day,
right?
And just meeting new people. It's like you meet new people, you travel, and it's like part of the reason for me being in front a lot of places is because of basketball.
Right.
It's like but it's like I come across people a lot where they was like, well, they can't play because they schoolwork not in order. But it's like, how can your child or people want to say they want to get a scholarship when they can't even set the tone now and be a student first? You got to be a student athlete. You just can't think you just going to skip the athlete part and then you just going to be a student. And then you think when you get to college, you're going to try to be a student athlete, but you couldn't get it right back then.
Right.
It's like, it's just a challenge, man. And it's just like people really don't take it serious when it comes to that. They just kind of throw it on the back burner.
Right. Another thing too, I guess you say, if you guys are interested in signing your child up with Erica's basketball clinic, just feel free to also DM us. Follow us on Instagram and also Facebook and Twitter as well. We're going to most definitely put a lot of that within the description, so you can basically send an email if you're interested or whatnot. But I want to go back to today. I realized I forgot to say this. I'm actually growing out of my comfort zone, and my body is telling me I got a gray string on my beard, man.
For real?
Yeah, it's real little.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's real little though. It's just like a little gray string, you know. Like, oh boy.
You get that salt and pepper.
Yeah, but I mean, I ain't moving. It's part of life. But it's just like, man, I'm getting a little age, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy you said that because I seen my first gray string in my hair. It had been about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was like, it's like I spotted it out of nowhere. It was like in the middle of my head, but I was flat out of my hair, and I'm like, is this gray?
Yeah.
And I think I called you in there like, hey, is this gray right here? Because I was just like, no, it can't be. You know, I had to come and get you just to see, because I'm like, it looked like it's gray from me looking in the mirror, but I don't think so. I'm like, because I don't have gray strings in my hair.
And it's crazy because it's like, I think a lot of times we don't want to get old because there's a lot of things we done did wrong consecutively so many different times. We just getting old. So, but other than that, man, I'm just basically embracing, you know what I'm saying, this new platform and this new comfort zone for my age, you know. It's pretty cool, you know what I'm saying, because it just shows you time is just continuously going on. Another thing me and my wife been basically going back and forth about, as if she's coming out of her comfort zone, being able to be, you know, I guess you're saying a more coach at hand or whatever it is. I've been noticing I've started to have the itch for cinematic videos, and not shooting rap videos, but I'm really thinking about shooting content that people can watch, learn, and grow from. Quite similar to this audio content that we throw out on a day-to-day basis. So that's something I'm actually looking into. Like, I've always had an eye for photography.
Yeah.
And, you know, I always heard that from other individuals as well. But, you know, it's a challenge too at times because it's something that you know, I never went to school for or nothing like that at all. But it's just something that I'm now willing to take a chance on just to see where would I end up, or really just for my own, I guess you're saying, self-satisfaction, I guess you would say.
Yeah, I always felt like you take the I guess the best pictures,
right,
and it's just like, you know, the angle, how to get the certain look. It's just like every time you take a picture, it's just like sometimes I look at it like, wow. You know, really? Like this is a really nice picture.
You just saying it for the podcast.
No, like even sometimes when you go back, you edit stuff. Like even with the podcast and stuff, you put all the colors together. You find the picture, the topic. You do all of that, y'all. It's sad to say, I just talk.
It's okay.
I just come in and talk. That's it. That's all I do.
No problem.
I ain't gonna take all the credit. You know, normally I take the credit for what people be doing. Well, not just people. Just I mess with my coworkers and, you know, my husband and stuff. I try to take the credit for some things. I ain't gonna take the credit for this one.
Man, you ain't gotta tell them all that. I'm good. It's okay.
Yeah, but I just want to let them know how creative you are.
That's cool.
But Corey is really good in mastering anything that he do. And one thing that he really didn't have to master and study as much is photography and media.
Right.
It just really came natural to him. Like Corey, he taught himself everything about, you know, creating websites and
Photoshop,
Illustrator.
Now it's Adobe Premiere. But I'm not even gonna lie to you though. I got
screen printing. Like you just really taught yourself how to do all these things.
I got to keep it 100 though. Sherrod, which is like a god brother of mine. He schooled me on a lot of Photoshop and Illustrator, you know.
Yeah.
But I always had an eye, but he always been able to help me out with the programs at times to be able to put things together, how to do this with the actual software and tools. You know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, it still takes a lot of work and a lot of willpower to really know nothing and to be disciplined to sit down and get an image out that you really wanted.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's all good, though.
But one of the things that I had to overcome, we was talking about just stepping outside our comfort zone.
Right.
And just leading the cast this week. Boy, I
really?
had pressure built on for about 2 weeks.
For real?
Yeah, I had pressure because it's like,
oh man,
because you was like, I did it, so you got to do it. So it's just like, man, come on, like I want to move on my time, you know. So I end up, and then it didn't make it no better because I hit up my homegirl. She was like, yeah, come on, let's go ahead and do this thing.
She said now.
Yeah, so she was ready to do it.
Jamila, shout out Jamila,
yeah,
man.
Jamila
Effect. Y'all make sure y'all follow her on Instagram, man. She real cool. She don't play no games.
Yeah.
Jamila don't play, man.
It was just me just doing it. I was a little nervous. But it felt good when I actually did it and really got it over with. So
that's a good thing. The first thing that you shouted out, yeah, the ladies got this thing. What is it about that, man? Like,
I just had to say it. I just had to say it. And nothing about it or nothing against you and the guys.
Right.
It was just I had to say it. It's just he had a lady taking over today. I had to start that thing off though.
It's all good though, babe.
It's cool though.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's basically it, man. I don't really have too much to say. Most important, I want to leave people, let them know, be sure to get your value, man, once you come out of that comfort zone or whatever business you got going. Don't be afraid to push your value,
Yeah.
And always be willing to sit down and renegotiate with yourself, you know what I mean? And ask yourself, okay, I've been doing this long, I think I can come out of my comfort zone and really, grow more with my skills as a person and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I can most importantly be a service to another person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So let's take ourselves out the equation. And, matter of fact, if you think about it, when you stand in your comfort zone, that is a level of selfishness when you think about it because
you cheating yourself.
Yeah, you cheating yourself and you cheat others who you could potentially cheat.
Sorry. And help.
Yeah, you could potentially teach. I'm
yeah.
sorry. So, I mean, that's a total different aspect I never really knew before,
Yeah, you got to always think about it. You don't want to cheat yourself in what you're doing and just kind of set the tone higher than what you normally may set the tone for just to make sure you're able to accomplish those things.
Dope. So, guys, I think that's going to be it. Eric, you want to take us out? You want me to do it?
Thank you guys for listening to Growing with the Collins.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on. You know what? I got a lot to say too, though.
All right, go ahead. You take us on out then.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Cut me out like that no more. Just like.
I apologize. So look, check this out, guys. Once again, thank you guys for listening to Growing with the Collins. Thank you guys for enhancing the stats, for the listeners, for the DMs. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Growing with the Collins, all together, just the way it sounds and spelled. Most importantly, you guys fill out the survey that's going to be listed within the description below. You guys check us on iTunes, all right? Check us on Spotify. Check us on YouTube. And sometimes we put the video together. Today we didn't record. We just kind of chilling. It's nighttime as well. And just be sure just to send us a DM. Tell us what you think about the cast. Just as others. But most importantly, man, we want to basically start getting you guys questions or you guys' voice on the cast as well. We're trying to grow into you guys. We want to develop value by showing that you guys have some say-so on this cast as well. So check this out. Y'all be blessed. If you guys want to donate, go donate right now, man. GoFundMe. Oh, what is it? GoFundMe? GoFundMe link is right below. Go check it out. Or you can do it. You can cash Apple. We ain't trying to get your money, but we love to take donations. You know what I'm saying? It take a lot of money to run this stuff, and it's overnight. So you guys take care. Be blessed, and we out.